Welcome to yoga, taking a moment in our mountain pose to close our eyes and go within. Feeling our face softening, our ears over shoulders, our neck is long. Our shoulders relax as we open the chest. Room for this deep breath. Let's continue to slow the breath down. Feeling strong in our core, embracing around us, creating stability. Finding our hips to be over our knees, our legs strong, our knees are soft. And we're pressing downward into our feet. Feeling rooted and connected. Grounding the feet down into the mat as we rise ourselves upward, away. Lifting tall like a mountain. And let's stay with our deep breath as we inhale, right arm reaching up. And exhale, floating back down. Inhaling as we switch arms with our lateral flexion. Go one more time. Coming back to our mountain, maybe closing our eyes again and rolling our shoulders backward and relaxing down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. And as our shoulders sink downward, let's inhale, rising arms up. Taking our seat, exhale into chair pose. Flowing chair, inhale, rising up. Exhale, pushing back. One more time in chair. Inhale, rising up and out, and exhaling, mountain. Maybe closing our eyes again and possibly widening our stance slightly as we begin to rotate the hips in a pelvic circle. Let's go in the opposite direction. Finding our way back to our middle, recentering. Inhaling, arms rising up together, and exhaling, airplane. Let's move through airplane. Pausing in airplane, pulling abdominals up and pushing hips back. The crown darting forward. One more full breath right here. And then let's step the left leg back as arms come upward for lunge lifts, holding arms up. Let's do one more lunge lift, and then turning out to the long edge of our mat with moonflowers, sliding down with the exhale, stretching up and out, inhaling. Let's do a few more moonflowers. Holding down deep in our prayer squat. And legs begin to pulse. Pausing once again, a full breath in and out. Rotating back to the front where the right leg is leading for repeater lunges. As we breathe in, arms stretching upward. Exhale, left knee lift, pulling arms down and continuing that lunge with the knee. Let's try a couple more times. Holding our knee lift, inhaling warrior three. Exhaling tree. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale to tree. Halfway. Woo. Let's try a couple more times. And then we meet in mountain. Ha-ha! All righty, from the top. Another breath in mountain. Inhale, arms circling up, and exhale, let's go all the way, forward fold. Inhale, reversing, rising up, stretching tall. Hip hinging into that forward bend. Let's try a couple more. And from our forward fold, let's step the right leg back behind. Arms lifting up, legs pumping. Woo, in that repeater, or lunge lift rather. Straight down and up. Let's pivot to the long edge of our mat with sunflowers circling down. Inhale, rising back up. pulsing the legs. Holding sun. Let's turn forward to that left leg. Repeat our lunge. Inhale down and exhale, right knee comes up. Go one more time, holding that knee lift, and here's that balance challenge. Warrior 3, inhale, tree pose, exhale. Halfway. Couple more times. And we're back to our mountain. Ooh, okay. 2 legs down on the mat. Breathing in, circling up, and twisting chair. Let's add that rotation. Completing one more set of our rotating chair. Let's inhale, circling up, and exhale, folding down. Pausing here as our head nods up and down. And turning right and left. Continuing to slowly rotate our neck. Finding our way all the way down to hands and knees. Stacking joints. Here's our cow and cat. Breathing into our cow and exhale into cat. Let's try a couple more sets. And leveling out our back for spinal balance. Right arm and left leg, inhale, stretching outward, and exhale, returning to the mat, alternating our spinal balance. Let's do one more set. With active spinal balance, right arm and left leg, inhale, long, and exhale, crunching under. couple more. Holding out. And taking that right arm under the belly. Push-ups 10 times, balancing. At 10, we'll switch that arm and that leg. And starting with our active spinal balance, crunching left arm, right leg. Holding open, stretching long, and taking that arm underneath for those push-ups. Here we go. Child's pose. Let's inhale into a kneeling plank and exhale chaturanga. Inhaling as we expand through our cobra. Exhale, pushing back, child's pose. Uniting movement to breath with our kneeling version of the half series. Let's go a couple more times through. Ending up high in that downward facing dog. Let's pause here in this downward dog. Enjoying the view of the world inverted. And breathing in, our heels come up from the ground, and breathing out, driving one heel down into the mat. Breathing in, heels elevated. Exhale, alternating that heel drop. Let's keep the right heel pushing down. Switching heels. And let's walk our feet up to our hands, and hands find the legs in that forward fold. And inhaling, airplane. Exhaling, chair. Inhale, airplane, and exhale, folding back down. Inhale, airplane in, exhaling, chair. Inhale to our airplane, and exhale, folding down. One more time, inhale, airplane, exhaling, chair. Inhale, airplane, and fold it down. Let's inhale, circling all the way up, lifting tall. Exhale to one side in our crescent moon. Straightening and switching with that exhale. Let's hold for a few breaths. switching sides of crescent moon. Inhale straight up to the ceiling and exhale, arms return to our sides. Mountain. Maybe closing our eyes. Taking our awareness back inside our own essence. Breathing, feeling, listening to the body. Letting go of judgment, competition, expectations, as we stay in the present moment. Let's practice our essence as we inhale, arms circling up, and exhale, folding down all the way. Stepping our right leg back into a low lunge. Let's circle arms up and breathing in. Breathing out, arms come down and framing that left foot. Breathing in, hips lower toward the ground. Exhale, straightening that left leg, stretching backward. Pumping with the breath here. Let's stay forward over that left leg. Adding rotation, left arm stretching upward to the sky. We rotate to our left leg. Lowering the left hand, let's straighten the left leg, toes up or down as we lean back toward that right hip. With downward facing dog, the left leg steps back to meet the right leg. And let's inhale into a plank. Exhaling chaturanga. Choosing cobra or upward dog from the tops of the feet. Exhale back to downward dog. Flowing through this half series. Still warming up into those sun salutations. Let's meet in child's pose. So now we step the right leg forward. And inhale, leaning into the right leg. Exhale, pull them back to the left hip. Let's stay forward over the right leg. Adding rotation, reaching up with the right side. Bring the right hand back down, straightening that right leg as we lean back into our hamstring stretch. Let's gather one more breath deep inside us and effortlessly letting go of it all. Moving the left leg forward now into our forward fold. We'll inhale, circling, lifting tall. Exhaling into our chair. And away we go. Sun salutation. Let's start with the left leg, stepping back. Lunge, and then choosing what feels good, downward dog or child. Plank, kneeling or full body, same with that chaturanga. One breath, one pose. Sun salutation, we can branch off here. Left leg will close to the front. All right, enjoying a couple of minutes here. Nice. Continuing to enjoy the feeling of each pose as we easily move from one into the next. Like a moving meditation, we don't have to think too much about it. Moving through it. Remembering we started with our left side, so let's end here with our right side. folding chair when we arrive. Feeling free to grab a drink or a towel as we need. Maybe turning on a fan. We'll come together here in that chair pose. Let's inhale, circling up and lifting tall. Exhale, folding down and pausing here in the forward fold. Let's step back into a plank, holding our plank. Right leg lifts, pulsing the leg. Still holding plank. Holding the right leg up in our plank. Switching legs and pulsing once again. And we'll hold. Downward facing dog. Let's all find another breath right here. And we'll start by lifting the left leg forward and up, kicking our way up into warrior one. Feeling that energy rising upward. Let's pull back into our ostrich, leaning the crown forward. Releasing into our pyramid, rising up with the hip as we fold down through the torso. Pushing our hips upward. Adjusting as we need to bring those hands down to the mat, downward facing dog. And straightening into our plank, let's hold again. Right leg taps off and on. Inhale out, exhale back. Left leg takes over. Let's hold plank and downward dog. Option to move through the half series or to hold downward dog or to take a breath or two in child's pose. From our downward facing dog, let's drive now the right leg forward as we come back up through that middle position of warrior one. Good. Ostrich, pulling our way back. And then let's release all the way down into our pyramid pose. Bending our knees as we need to bring hands down, downward dog, kick on back, and then straightening ourselves out into that plank. So this time we inhale, side plank. Exhale, closing back to plank. Inhale, rotating, side plank to plank. One more set. And recentering that plank. Downward facing dog. Let's lift our left leg up and drive them forward, stepping up once again to warrior one. Left leg starts us off. Stretching open into a warrior two position, adjusting as we need through the base, gazing over that left arm. Let's find our triangle position. Right arm to the top. Inhaling, triangle. Exhaling, reverse warrior. Inhaling, triangle. And exhale to your reverse warrior. Holding that reverse warrior. Let's inhale to a lunge. Exhale, stepping back to downward facing dog. Downward dog becomes dolphin as we bring our elbows onto the mat. Holding or flowing with feet maybe stepping back. Inhale, lowering. Exhale, driving up. One more time. And holding dolphin. Let's lower into child's pose. Inhaling, kneeling plank, and exhale, downward facing dog. Let's go one more time, right leg lifting and leading us into that warrior one position. Stretching outward for warrior two. Nice. Checking in with that breath, let's slow back down. Triangle position, left arm to the top. Let's inhale, triangle. Exhaling, reverse warrior. Holding our reverse warrior. And let's inhale to our lunge. And exhale to the front, folding forward. Inhaling up to our airplane. Exhaling, chair pose. Inhale, circling upward, and exhaling to mountain. Let's hold tree on either foot. Holding warrior three. And back to tree. Let's switch legs. Starting with tree. Warrior 3. And we're back to tree. Mountain. A couple more breaths right here, enjoying that tingling sensation. Owning mountain. Let's inhale, arms rising up. And exhale, folding down. Lifting arms behind us in our chest expansion. Let's interlace and stretch up away from the back. Arms releasing down, and we step back into one final plank. Working on pigeon, we bring the right knee up and out past the right wrist, lowering the left leg gently down behind us as our body allows. Pigeon. Let's take one more deep breath right here. Coming back into a plank. Switching legs, bringing the knee out past our wrist and inching our way downward into that pigeon pose. Let's find our way back out to our child's pose. For thread the needle, let's take the right arm, palm up under the left, lowering maybe to our cheek. Let's switch arms with thread the needle, left under the right. Untangling and taking a seat, let's move into our butterfly, bringing the soles together, zipping up through our spine, maybe closing our eyes. Letting our mind quiet down, and ear to shoulder. Chin to the ground. And ear to shoulder on the other side. Head comes back up, and I'll mirror you. Let's bring the left foot a little closer to us, and the right leg crosses over the left leg. Hugging the left arm around the right knee, let's twist to the right side. Now to switch sides, if you want to do a little party trick, we can walk to the left side, pivot on the balls of the feet, rotate around, and either way, we find that that left leg's on top. Hugging with the right arm and spinal twist to the left. Let's unravel those legs so we can ease our way down, stretching the body out, surrendering to our Shavasana. Being with the breath, letting the body relax and the mind to be at ease. For we have earned this moment, taking our Shavasana as long as desired. Knowing that you are never alone, and we bow to you. Namaste.